You guys, this next reading vlog I am so excited about because I have heard so many good things about this book and I feel like it'll be an automatic 5-star read for me. I think I'm gonna love it, and the good thing is I have the first one in hard copy, and then I actually share a Nook account with my aunt, and my aunt buys a lot of the same books that I like, and so I have the Nook charging so I can read the rest of the series that's out right now on that when I finish the hard copy and the first book. But I have finally, this book has been sitting on my shelf since Christmas. I got it last year for Christmas, and I have finally decided to start reading Powerless, which, first of all, the detail of the cover is gorgeous. I love it. The purple, I'm obsessed. I think it's beautiful, and I am so excited to read this book. First of all, welcome to Michigan, where it is dark at like 6 p.m. I am currently reading Powerless, as you know, and for the first time ever, I'm listening to an audiobook, and honestly, it's pretty good, but I'm so surprised because I never thought that I would listen to an audiobook. As you can see, I had like a 2-hour drive today, and I just listened to it the whole drive, and it was really nice to like get reading time while I'm driving, if you count it as reading time, but to just read some of my book, you know? We put the Christmas lights up yesterday, which first of all just makes me so happy. But on Saturday when I was driving, I started listening to the audiobook for Powerless, and I'm about to work out, so I figured why not get half an hour of reading time and listen to the audiobook again. So while I work out, I'm going to listen to some of the audiobook and then at least get half an hour of reading done tonight. So that'll be really nice. I'm excited. It's kind of nice to like kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just read while I'm working out, which is pretty cool. Well, I did it. Combined with the audiobook and reading this book, I finished it today, this morning. And honestly, I would probably give it 4 stars. I was a little disappointed, like just a little bit, because I thought that this would be like an instant 5-star read. I thought that it would be kind of like Throne of Glass, where you're like obsessed from the beginning and just like so invested the entire time. And honestly, I think this one, it was still 4 stars, which was good, but like at the beginning, I was honestly like, I don't know that I like this, and I was pretty, like I was still captivated, but it just took me longer to get invested, I think. And Peyton, I thought was a man at the beginning. Like I thought Peyton was the man and then Kai was like the woman, and so then realizing that that wasn't the case kind of threw me off a little bit. And honestly, I think it's just because this is Lauren Roberts' first book, like it's her debut novel. So there were some things that just didn't feel fully fleshed out to me, or that felt kind of cheesy. Like I usually, I think, would love like the darling nickname, but in this, I just thought that it was kind of like, I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite. Like I didn't think that it actually worked in every case that it was used, and I don't know, yeah, I liked this book, but it wasn't, like, it's not one of my favorites, I don't think. And I don't know why that is. I think it's just because it doesn't fully feel fleshed out to me. Like, I did like it and I liked the storyline, but just those cheesy moments are like the things that I felt like I needed more information on. I was like, So I did read it, I did finish it all, it was 4 stars. And then in unfortunate news, I thought that my aunt's Nook had the Powerless, like the little novella, and then the second book on it. And it does, but mine is super old. Like she gave it to me a long time ago, and for some reason it's not syncing the books. So I charged it a couple days ago, and this morning I went to start reading Powerful, and it's not there. So I started listening to the audiobook for Powerful this morning instead, and I do not like the guy's voice that reads for the guy in the audiobook. And honestly, I'm still like getting into audiobooks, so I don't know how I feel about them. It's definitely not my favorite. Like, I don't like that I can't just sit and like read. Instead, it's like being said to me. but it is nice for working out and then for like doing other things that I can just have it playing and it still counts as like reading my book, so that's kind of cool. But I started the audiobook of Powerful because it's free with Spotify Premium, and I might buy Reckless tomorrow, so we'll see. I might just buy it so I have it because I definitely want to keep reading. Like, I love the way that the book ended, and the last like chapters are so crazy, and I just wanted to know what was going to happen. So I just want to keep reading, and I definitely feel like Lauren Roberts is going to get so much better as she keeps writing. So I have a lot of faith in her, and I did like this book, but for some reason, like, I don't know what it is, but it just wasn't my favorite. Like, I wasn't as obsessed as I thought that I would be. I finished reading Powerful, and I did the entire book as an audiobook. I didn't buy it, and I didn't get like the ebook or anything. I just decided to fully do the audiobook. And it was kind of funny because Adina is definitely my favorite character from Powerless. Like, I loved her. I did really enjoy listening to the audiobook. I did my nails while I listened to it, and I cleaned the apartment and just was so productive while listening to it. So that was a game changer. Like, that honestly changed a lot of things. But then after that, as you'll see, I ran and bought Reckless. I have been listening to Reckless in the car. I did buy the book, and I think I've only read like 3 chapters in the book because I've been driving a ton, and now I'm driving home from work. I listened to it on the way to work. I'm listening to it on the way home from work, and I am just loving it. I think it's so much better than the first one. I really love how high the stakes are and how dramatic it is, but I am loving the audiobook life of having it play while I'm driving and doing things, because I just feel like I'm achieving so much by reading while I'm doing other things. I loved this one. This one was way shorter than the first one, and so I feel like I flew through it because I listened to a lot of it in the car, and then I would come home and like actually read it. But definitely 4 stars. I really liked them going through the different cities, and the whole thing where Kai is like tracking down Peyton, I just really enjoyed. This series is definitely addicting. The plot is so good. I did enjoy this one. I really liked the character development and the stakes of the plot and how crazy it gets, and the way that this book ended completely shocked me. Like, I did not see that coming at all. And she just really builds it up to be one thing, and then it's not. So it just definitely threw me off. But that is all that there is for this trilogy. The last one, Fearless, comes out in April. I'm really excited. I might honestly pre-order it. I just really can't wait because I really want to know what is going to happen after this one, especially with that plot twist of an ending. So if you haven't read these, I definitely recommend. They're really good romantic-y books, even though they weren't 5-star reads. But for some people, they really love it, and it was a 5-star read. So I would recommend. And that is it for this video. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.